Sorry about that, just my phone starting up. We're just going to wait a couple minutes for anyone who might be interested in continuing to watch this. Join us and then we'll get going. I have played a little bit off stream. I will go over some of what happened off stream just to kind of catch you up to where we are. Also getting my phone set up so I can see chat. Just get my volume turned off here. On the phone, that is. Another 2 minutes or so and we'll be going here. Once we get started, that's when I'll start going over what I did off stream, since it wasn't too much before this. If there comes a point when I do cover a lot of ground in the story off stream, then I probably won't go back over it just because it'll be a little too much. So I hope everyone had a good weekend and Labor Day if you celebrate it. I'll possibly be gone later today, go visit my brother again before his other comes back. Alright, one more minute, we'll get going here. For those that have messaged me privately, feel free to talk in the chat if you want. I will see that a little more easily than I will see DMs. Considering this game is full screen, on the phone I don't quite see the DMs. I was gonna say that was weird. Nothing else. Lost signal, and I didn't see the thing saying it dropped. I'm going to minimize that and hold this up here to get going shortly. And right there on the load is one of the scenes that we did off stream. That handle there is our next vessel, and it is the Vessel of Fire. So we can now grab Elementite from the fire variant as well as do the fire Aries. So right now I am at Satata or Sasada, whichever pronunciation it is. I'd have to look it up. We did everything we have to do here. Give me 1 second. This is kind of lagging. I don't know why this game likes to lag when I'm just trying to pull up the map. So we went to the there's an Elementite, but I don't think we could grab it yet. Well, it's probably that one down there. This is freaking lagging up and freezing briefly way too often. It's very annoying. Okay, we don't need to go this way, but it will still take us there. So as I was saying, that scene they showed with the Etarian that lives there, the cat folk in the loading screen, that candle was the fire vessel that he gave us. And he had said it was originally in Tiania, but over the years with things that have gone on, it's made its way over here to Sasada. Nice, those were a couple clovers. And this is locking up on just trying to grab this Elementite, which is very weird. So yeah, he gave us the candles, so we now have access to the fire classes. I put Val in his fire class. And then if we come in here, once this stops being so weirdly dumb, so as you can see there, with the water spirit, Karina has another class that uses her base class as weapon, the spear. And the water for Val was actually another greatsword, which I played with the class for a little bit. Fire for him is another class that uses the lance. So we don't have any other classes for him yet. It's going to be one of those other four that is going to use the regular sword for him again. So Karina's water is another class that uses the spear. And it looks like there's 2 classes for each weapon, probably also including their base class's weapon. So she's got her first of her 2 spears, her 2 fans, and then, sorry, this is being really, really laggy for some reason. Even when I play this off stream, this has been kind of locking up a bit. And her fire is actually a new weapon for her altogether that we haven't seen before, her knuckles. Now we have 2 daggers for Morley. When we got Undine, he got his first staff weapon. And then he gets his first weapon for the katana outside of his base class with fire. Oh no, there's more because I forgot, yeah. Palomina, her wind and moon were both the boots. And her fire is the boots, and then her water is the scythe. So we don't know what her third weapon is besides her mace, which we don't have any other classes for that yet. And then the scythe, which only has 1. Now, I don't remember if I showed the water elemental on the stream or not. So Palomina is basically the queen of Ileana. And she had originally been hiding it and not wanting it announced because she didn't want Passar taking over. So after that, we went to... I feel like there's a way I could show this a little easier here. Unfortunately. Oh, Sata. Yeah, not Sasada. My bad. So we went to the Data Cliffs where we would use the Jacked Seed to scale them to get to the mana tree, but because the spirit of Earth has been weakened due to the loss of the spirit of the loss of the Earth Alm from 4 years ago, the seed would not grow as high as it would have. So now we've come over here, decided to charter a boat to the land of Guja, where the spirit of, or the Alm of Earth is usually named, and see if we can find the spirit. Upon talking to someone down at the cliffs, though, we had found out that there's been a wall of water that shows up whenever someone sails out far enough. And for some reason, Palomina was feeling a little under the weather while we were here. So we went up to the cliff to get her some fresh air away from everything. And that was when we heard the spirit. That was when we saw a wall of water show up, and she was the only one that could see and hear a spirit that was singing over the water. And the singer girl here, this one, was singing the same song that she was, or that she heard over the water. So now we're going to go to the ruins, because she thought she saw like something with a temple, and see if we can figure out what's going on. This was the guy that was talking to us and gave us the candle. I'll probably switch him up soon. I actually haven't used any spear class with Val, so we'll see how this goes. I should have the current strongest spear for him, yeah, the cavalry lance, which looks like it's both blunt and slash. So now we have to head to the Tato ruins and see what's going on there. I did complete one side quest that led into the side quest outside of the town here, which is very interesting, considering you have to go all the way back to Ledgis Bay to turn that in after getting here. And then come all the way over here.
Oh there. We're the group of travelers that took the Salamando candle from Glyph, right?
Sorry for taking it from the city. Did you need it?
Don't worry. No one here would begrudge you a candle. We have the sun in the sky and the stars in the firmament to light our way. But I did hear that Glyph let you leave without a single word of explanation on how to use the bear. Typical Glyph. Let me share with you what knowledge we've got about the candle.
Elemental vessel, the Salamando candle. The candle burns with the might of Salamando, the elemental of fire, has the ability to wield scorching flames. Pressing the right trigger in battle will cause the character to burst into flame and charge at an enemy. Any foe their burning body hits will be set ablaze, the fires from which will explode after a short while.
Good luck. Enjoy your haunted temple and try not to get cursed, okay? See you on the other side.
This girl is very weird. Only thing we need to mention ahead of time here is that I might have to get up and check something once in a while to make sure everything is okay. So there might be a pause here and there for that. Other than that, pause is just going to be this game for some reason lagging. I might need to adjust the settings to do performance. That might be the issue. But I wasn't having any trouble up until the last week or so. I do have a Switch game coming out this month and next, but the way Nintendo is, I will not be able to stream them, and or what is it? Okay, I'll do that when we're out here.
Will you be able to make the journey, Palomina? We can rest more if need be.
Your concern is appreciated, but I am capable of completing this journey to Tato.
Alright, I'm gonna actually check that out here for a second, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna have to set a frame rate as I can't unfortunately do as I'm not apparently going to be able to do unlimited frame rate. I think that might be part of what's causing it. And so we're going to take care. Alright. It doesn't help when this is still lagging like hell. I'm gonna turn that back to unlimited. Fortunately, that's not the issue, it seems. It could be the balance setting, and you might need to put that more towards performance. I'm not too big a fan of these classes. You don't have to use a class so much in order to level it up. But to use the elemental vessels, which it doesn't say, you do have to be using that class with the vessel. So unfortunately, for anyone to use a vessel, they have to be switched to a class, and if they're on their base class without a vessel, they can't use any of them at all. I actually enjoyed Morley's water-based Undine class. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with a katana outside of his normal class. So right now I'm just going to work my way up towards this side quest mob. Give me 1 second while I check out the window here. Alright, everything looks good right now. Syrup as we can. Okay, this is where I gotta go. Oh crap, I actually grabbed him, okay. Let's see what his fire class strike is here. Of course, and they just launch right back up into the air on me. Damn, she keeps moving around a lot. Alright.
Use this. Come on, Forrest. Use this. Come on. Use this. Come on.
Alright, let's see what's up here. There it is. Oh crap, I meant to say put it back. Oh well. Hey Alyssa, I'm doing alright. How are you? So now we can go back to Sada and turn in that side quest. There's like another item sitting here right outside the town. Alright, let's see where we turn this. Pretty much right here in the square, so that's where we're gonna go. Heavy clouds have parted and the skies have cleared. You need not speak, for I know the deed is done. I thank you, brave traveler. My voyage at sea will be a smooth one. Indeed, please take this as a token of my appreciation. You got another Peacebringer seed. So one thing I don't think I mentioned while we were waiting 5 minutes was that at this point I have gone back all the way up to Ledgis Bay because I can't go back further than that to find them, and I've located all of the little cactus sightings up to that point, including the Luca ruins. These are in areas that I can't reach easily right now. Either that or they were like fire elementite. Did you have a good weekend there, Alyssa? Come up and around here the long way, unfortunately. Do I? Yes, we do actually have one on the opposite side, so let's use that. Before we advance with the store, let's see if we can locate some of these other points of interest. This one is another fire. Awesome.
Thanks for picking me up. Yes.
looks like another fire elementite. Oh, this is probably a darkness. We don't have that vessel yet to do that. I think you're not the first one we've come across, but I think you're the first one we can potentially do. I really don't think we're going to be able to get this done yet. I haven't been able to do any of them past the first couple I did. I'm just going to be focusing for a bit to see if I can get this finished. This and see what amount it'll do for us. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to get this one done right now either.
A fearsome foe.
Well, at least that marked off those two spots for us. And we know this is a darkness elementite. There's something else around here. It might be up there. I mean, yeah, it is. Can't get to that yet, though. And that one, and like the stony area in the middle there, I looked for that, and that one is obviously higher than I could reach right now, which is why I don't have it.
Thanks for watching over
Actually, let me make sure. Okay, I'm not muted either, so that's good.
She might have walked straight off the edge if you wanted us to stop her.
Yeah, she was way out of it. It's scary. We should still keep an eye on her during this crazy tactic, just in case.
Let's use the water vessel here and see where this will take us. Oh, darn, I missed the jump. We've got to wait for this one to show back up now.
Where I need to go? Taking this?
Nice, another gold clover. Those are very helpful when it comes to leveling up your class abilities on the different elements. I should consider how expensive they get after the first upgrade into the next tier of them. Ugh. Alright, is this not gonna let me? I guess not until it goes over all of that. Very weird.
Use this.
Okay, that did give us the one by the water. And the other three, I just don't feel we're able to reach them yet just because of where they are. teleport back over to Meridian. Alright. I will give you a look. Give me 1 second here.
I do not like the look of this.
Monsters I can handle. This place has gotta be crawling with ghosts.
It isn't even ocean related.
You gotta take a look either way. It's our only lead about the wall.
There appears to be something ahead beyond the antechamber. Nothing is moving, but we should continue with caution.
Oh, hey, it's Vuskov. Oh, interesting.
It's hard to tell in this light, but there's something further in.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Is Ian doing well?
Take a moment to
No,
collect your
I
thoughts.
must focus on
But
the
not
task
too
ahead of me.
long.
Time for a stretch.
Alright, sorry, I had a call that I had to use the mic for to take.
Huh. It's a turtle.
No, it's not. It's a statue of a turtle. Or perhaps a monster.
It's the prince from the poem. Which would mean this sculpture must represent the princess.
I suppose I see it. The turtle seems to reach out toward the princess like the prince would.
Huh? Did you see that? Was that a tear?
Statues can't cry.
I do not see any tears. Are you suggesting that a stone carving can feel sadness?
Come on, what was that poem you recited earlier?
Once very long ago, a prince and princess sundered by walls of water vowed their love within the temple halls of Mordor.
Ah, it's a tear! I told you!
I did see something shimmer around his eye.
I surely stand corrected.
It almost looked like it was reacting to your recitation, Palomino.
I think you're on to something.
Really give it something to cry about.
Making fun at the turtle's expense, huh?
Why me? It's a crying statue. I want to make it fall like a baby.
Wow, Karina's got some spunk there.
You do not hear it. Such a strange sound.
She's acting like she put on the cape. Let's follow her.
Crying turtle? A forgotten love poem? What is going on?
Best to just let Karina and Palamina handle it.
Alright, we do have a chest right here. Let's see here. So there is a little cactus in here early on. I think it might be... I need to kind of look at this page again for a second. Okay, that is the one that we go down, it looks like. Turbo torch. You can mount the salamander candle and ride it like a rocket to zoom through the... And when the vessel runs out of juice or you collide with an obstacle, you will be forced to dismount. Okay, left is change direction, X and Y to accelerate. Aha, I see. Oh, this is interesting. It's kind of inverted controls, at least I feel like it is. For up and down, at least. Hopefully I find a meridian here soon. Can we? Nope. That's takedown. Alright, let me look at this page here again. Oh, okay, no, it's not from where you enter. Alright. Oh, no, there it is. My bad, it is where we go. Found you, little cactus. You found me. Where to next? back, make our way across here again. Yeah, up and down. Our swords left and right are the same, and just messed that up again. Ugh. Oh no, up and down, go up and down. There we go. Gold clover there, nice.
I hear the voice from Vista. Once very long ago, a princess's heart soared as she danced by her prince. But their love was forbidden in this instance.
Hidden love?
Oh, Karina.
Tell me.
Unfortunately, this particular passage is all I heard this time. I cannot attest to the rest.
No way that was the end of the story. There are probably other things nearby that are kind of like this.
We should check another of the rooms.
Definitely.
Sucker for forbidden love stories. I gotta know what happened to those two. I too am immensely intrigued by this rhyming riddle. Let's resume searching the rooms.
Let's break these pots. Get some items. Another fire elementite. Ooh. Oh, wait, that's not the button I wanted to hit. Yeah. Wow, this is rough. Is that the end of it? Nice.
When I regard this relic, I recall yet another ringing refrain. Once very long ago, a prince said to his princess as they danced together, he would not let her slip from his grasp whatsoever.
Oh, the suspense. He might let go. How does it end?
Oh my god,
Sebastian
Karina.
in the other room is indeed reaching out his hand to his princess.
It's acting out Palomina's poem. We have to keep looking. That's another room down. You doing okay, Morley?
It's nothing. I'm just not accustomed to Marine's enthusiasm for this.
Use this.
I think I have a number of candies, so it's not quite that bad. I hope those do eventually come back. It does seem like the energy is like still there, just building back up.
Take this. Looks like I'm in luck, huh?
Oh, a subsequent stanza. Once very long ago, a princess looked at her hand now unclasped, and her tears swelled like waves as in sorrow she gasped.
Admire? Said you never let go. And you just up and left her?
You might be too invested in this story.
It does pluck at the heartstrings. Tears swirled like waves as in sorrow she gasped, right? The princess's tears must have something to do with the wall of waves. But that's all I've got so far.
How can you get my over hand like that? I'll take it apart. I have to.
The adjacent antechamber may have some answers.
my. Ugh. Alright. People are really bugging me with this now. Whew. Man, that was intense. I'm definitely gonna switch him out for now.
Love story between the pair played out. Once very long ago, a prince remained trapped by the waves alone, waiting for his beloved dance partner to return home.
How tragic! How cruel! The two lovers are torn from each other's sides.
Karina is crying more than the statue.
Just wait until Turtle hears the whole tale. You'll see. You'll be sobbed way harder.
Let's return to the hall and find out then, shall we? Something might have changed in the main room.
I bet that turtle has bawled its eyes out by now.
What did they?
Take a moment to collect your thoughts, but not too.
Back here. I think I'm gonna actually heal up here in a second. I'm not seeing any meridians at the moment.
I will take over.
Time to get to work. I can help you.
How many more do we have?
I can help you.
Now we've searched everywhere.
Seems like Princess and Princess were broken-hearted in the end.
She should have signed the entire story and pray for her happiness in the next life.
Once very long ago, a prince and princess sundered by walls of water vowed their love within the temple halls of Mordor.
Once very long ago, a princess's heart soared as she danced by her prince. Their love was forbidden in this instance.
Once, very long ago, a prince said to his princess as they danced together, he would not let her slip from his grasp whatsoever.
Once, very long ago, a princess looked at her hand now unclasped, and her tears swelled like waves as in sorrow she gasped.
Once very long ago, a prince remained trapped by the waves alone, waiting for his beloved dance partner to return home.
May the two souls dance again together one day.
Oh, it is Vuskov. And not just a statue. Oh, do we have to fight him?
Is the prince from the story supposed to be vengeful?
That's not what I pictured.
This is definitely going to turn into a fight how angry he is.
The sacred beast of legend.
Scum? Scum? Who cares what his name is? He's coming right for us!
Has lost himself in his haste. We must stop his rampage.
Really? He got killed that quickly? Alright, why can't he do the combo? Alright, now we're going to use hers for wind here. Thankfully, I might only have one more hit before he's actually down. This is not an easy fight. Darn, doesn't look like I actually have them. Oh, god damn. They just freaking ganged up on me and took them out. Ooh, finally. That last wave was no easy freaking feat.
He seems to realize this was a simple misunderstanding. Does he want us to follow him? I think we should.
Sorry for being quiet. That fight actually got pretty hard as it went on. I probably didn't have the best elementals out or classes even for weapon damage, but those robots in the last wave there were pretty difficult with how much he was sending out the attacks that we had to avoid, and the robots were even ganging up on us.
He's headed for the coast, I think.
Don't fall behind.
Yeah, okay, I think that'll actually let us...
He is trying to tell us something. What did it be?
Alright, let's just save, because that was not easy for me. I probably could have had better classes for it and everything, but either way, I don't want to go through that again. That is one we tried. And that takes you back up there. I thought he was... Oh, okay, he's actually way further up the shore from there. Making all these weird little hops. For like auto scaling and whatnot, kind of doesn't make much sense with how small of a jump they are.
I guess we can climb aboard. Let's hoist the anchor and set sail.
Ah, so this is where we get Vuskov. Interesting. must be the thing that we saw.
Oh no! Is it time for us to blow away the brick forest?
Hold on to the flagpole. You'll get tossed overboard.
Interesting. Sorry, since you're taking a moment here to load up into the next scene.
There's another one. Another Vuskov.
Two lost lovers together at long last.
A fairy tale ending fit for parents, sweethearts.
The prince and the princess lived happily ever after. And so the tale ends for our heroes. Or whatever.
Hey, look, I see land. I bet it's Jutuona, the Earthen continent. Thank you.
Is this flute for me?
Ah. The flute that calls Vuskov. It's a slightly different tune from Trials. I wonder if Ramco is going to be our flying mount later on. Obtain the fairy flute.
Earthen continent, you say?
Jutuona was once bustling with people and commerce, like any other continent.
No sign of that kind of life here. This harbor's falling apart.
Noji just doesn't have the same power as he used to. There's no time to waste. Let's head to Guju and find Nell.
Before we head off, I do want to change up a couple classes.
Prince found his princess. That's a relief.
So perfect going off together. I almost started that.
Now that we're here, we can head to Guju and find Nell. Yes! On my duty as the Sword Star.
Fighting in here for some more experience. Nice, that got everyone to 19. Looks like another water element type. We'll definitely grab that.
Thanks for the pick-me-up. Take this.
I really do not care for the Lance class. In fact, I like them less than even the Greatsword because even with that, he's a slightly faster and less clunky attack pattern, so Okay, that beacon is actually another point of interest, and it looks green. So yep, it's another chest. Chocolate, nice. Actually, I think I should definitely start throwing chocolate into the wheel here. Yeah, that'll let us get to the second stage of Palomina's elements. Let's see here.
Are you friends with Scott Ringo? So that's why you figured it out so quickly. I'm glad we can help your friend.
Okay, that one's for an experience boost. We'll definitely do that. Let's find another couple mobs we can fight here. Mobilis, these guys are not going to be that easy to take down. Lance does do decent damage. I'm just not a fan of attacking that slowly and loosely. Yeah, I'll take out these guys because the timer will stop at 1 in the middle of a fight so that you can still get it. Nice. I got another Meridian here. The Clay Gores, that was the enemy we fought in the intro that they turned into. Let's see if I can get up here to check out this. Yep, it's a chest. And there we have another piece of chocolate. I can see another chest here, way down there, another green beacon for a second one. And then a fire elementite here on this ledge. Let's run up here, grab this. Looks like that's possibly another Meridian down there. Okay, don't have this whole place mapped, but yeah, this is a rather large shore. Okay, another fairy acorn from that. Grab this item and this syrup. Alright, nice. So, I was wondering, I switched Palomina to her water class, which is the Scythe Wielder. I don't remember the name, let me look here. Let's see, Grand Diviner.
What's the boat doing over there? The body of water that kept it afloat may have wasted away.
And there's another Meridian. I see another Elementite and a couple more items laying on the ground here. Yeah, this shore is massive. Oh. My eyes fooled me there for a second. I thought that actually was like a makeshift ramp up onto the boat. That's another fly for Lucre. Here's this chest. Chest up here on the crag. Or not a chest, but an item, and there is a chest over here on this ledge, though. Which incense, there is another Meridian down that way. Kind of want to grab this bit of syrup over here, though, first. That's a couple levels above us. That might be a very difficult fight to do right now. I'm going to ignore that fight. I don't want to green fly for Lucre right now. If anything, I prefer the red ones for the experience boost.
Such sensation. Here was a beautiful place in its heyday.
Now it almost appears as if the desert is breathing its own destruction.
Oh? Alright, let's see. This looks like this might take us to the ship. I'm really not sure. I did miss them because I'm still getting used to the controls for this. Where did that take us? Oh. Okay, across the middle of the barren lake there that's now empty. Alright, yeah, that's where we came from. This took us back towards the start. Oh, okay, that advanced things. Okay, the ancient ruins. Got it. The ruins of the desert. Really got a group of slimes there already, and all the enemies in the ruins are like level 50. We're only like just under level 20 right now. There's no way we can do that. It's gotta be up there. Not sure if I can get to it from over here though. Alright. There it is. It's gonna take some effort to reach still. Well, there's an experience one, but I'm probably not going to do too much more fighting at the moment. Grab this chest. 1900 lucre, very nice. Oof. More enemies that just kind of popped up out of nowhere there. Head over this way and grab this little sparkle on the top of this ruin here. Another Nicolo coin. Okay. Head to the southern end of this section now. See what these other points of interest down there are. Okay, another clover from that one, very nice. Every clover helps us level up the elemental plots further, as they are worth a certain number of points when you run out of regular points. Syrup there, so tiny bit of money there. Chocolate from that chest. until we check out more of these areas all over the place that it's saying we should look into. Another acorn from that one. Some of these look like they might be up on the cliffs along the edge. One of these ones are right along it. Item there, this location is another water elementite. Just wanted to check where I was on the map according to everything. So one of these is another meridian.
The blessings of the spirits are what's keeping our home safe from this.
We're all just one step away from the same fate. Guess we better focus on completing this pilgrimage, huh? Let's plan our next move.
Save there when we don't lose any progress within the game at the moment.
Yes.
Awesome, another clover. I've already used some of them just trying to get the get the second tier abilities of the plots. It's because they start costing like 35, 40, 45, up to I think 50 or 100 are the final ones. Ooh, okay, that's armor for Karina. Definitely was a boost for her. And over here, grab this. Did we have that meridian? No, it doesn't look like it.
Take this.
You know, I completely forgot we had these guys. They'll make sprinting across here a lot faster. Okay, another miracle cookie. Another Luna elementite. There's a fire one. Meridian here. somewhere around this ledge here and check this point. Nice, another water elementite. As soon as these guys will let me jump up there. Chest over here. Oops. Looks like I had to jump up around the other way. There you are. Photo oil. Okay. There probably is a little cactus here, and I don't think we've actually grabbed him yet. In fact, I think in a second here, I'll look at the page I have up to show me where to look for him. Chest here. To go? No, it's a different spot. So they're probably not going to let us actually cross this line. Nope. Couple things up there by the ruins it looks. There's some more stuff down this way, so let's see what else is sitting around here. This is a very big area though. I'm surprised how suddenly much huger these sections got when it came to here. And that actually looks like that's up the cliff or around on a higher level. Grab the syrup. Can I make this enough to grab it? There we go, nice. Now if it'll let me get out. Looks like I can jump up here to get to this chest. I don't even want you to jump off. Okay, some more money there. Not bad, but not exactly in dire need of it. if we can jump up here to grab this elementite. I might have to hop off so I can double jump. Oh. Okay, I actually do not. There we go. Just use the geometry a bit there to climb up. That is definitely way too high a level for me. Activate that just to get it marked. There you are. Oh, okay, that's armor from Morley. Awesome. I couldn't quite make out what the heck that image was of for a second. Alright, well, nice, we actually got most of them there. I think most that's left now is to grab a couple of spots on the opposite side here and see if we can reach those as well. And of course, we're going to use these guys just to help speed that up, as this is a very large area. Run around these guys. Let me wander around here for a bit, see if there's a way up to a spot that I'm not seeing. Don't want to do the fight at the moment, thank you, especially because we're in the ruins where everything is going to kill me in nearly 1 to 2 hits. Alright, yeah, these things are not inside of any location. They're just much higher up on cliffs. Whether I can get to them, though, is another story in of itself. Let's take a look around here, see where I might find a pathway up that way. Yeah, the slime slash drops are usually very physical resistant and only take like about 14 or so damage from their weakness element. Whether it be a spell, well, depending on the strength of the spell and how the spell damages them, it might do quite a bit, but an elemental imbued weapon attack from the saber skills is not going to do more than maybe 15 or 16. further away. Get back up around in here and see if I can reach that further area back. It's probably going to be beneficial for me to ride these guys to avoid triggering the fights. Oh, okay, I ran right into one and that did not help me. Oh, wrong button. Make sure I avoid hitting them. And of course, when I hit the button, he didn't want to jump there, so I didn't hit it in time. Right now, these guys can't even jump up that much. Let's head towards our objective for now. So I don't think we're going to get too much more located at the moment. There's a couple of chests in the ruins there. I wasn't quite spotting any way to reach them, but we can always come back and get them later. Oh? I think we did activate this. Oh, yeah. Takes us onto the roof here. Do a quick heal up and save at this meridian before we enter. Grab the syrup that showed up here. I figured that might be a clover, considering clovers are usually in some of the more difficult to reach locations.
The Earth Village looks vacant.
Not a single townsperson left to talk to. Unsurprising.
How did you get this bad?
Reports recount that the Alm of Earth was never chosen, causing the village to vanish.
Do we have to stay here? I don't like this whole abandoned village aesthetic.
Let's check the area for leads. Even if people are gone, no one might still be around.
Guju, the Earth Village.
Let's go find them. Or at least a friendly face. Maybe Eliza could help.
If they only knew. Nope, no hide nor hair of gnome. Can we go now? We don't know what's out there. Don't let your guard down. Though I was familiar with the fate of the town, one cannot comprehend the extent of the devastation from a report. I do not have the words. Ah!
A survivor. Should we approach them?
As long as you're sure it's not a ghost.
Is this Watts?
Sorry to bother you, but we were looking for milk.
Yep, that's Watts.
Do you mean to say that not a soul would like to stay in the settlement after the calamity?
What about Liza? Warren said she survived the disaster. Is Liza still here? In future?
Oh man, this is going to be heart-wrenching to him.
Plateau while we search for milk.
Let's make a loop around the village and then head toward the eastern plateau.
Here.
Take this.
I don't know why the interaction I prompt for the chest is like so weird on the positioning of the camera. Oh, there's a lot here. Alright. Well, seeing as that's where Liza is, let's head in the other couple directions and check out these point of interests that the game is showing us.
Yes.
We already talked to our 3 party members, so we don't need to do that at the moment. Alright. Even though this is a deserted town, we still can't double jump. That is going to make things a bit more difficult. Okay, another revive goodness. I used a number of those in that boss fight with Vuskov. I'm going to head over and then head down across the path near the meridian. nothing down there. It's another coin for Nicolo. Still not quite sure what those do. Is like we could turn items into those, but I don't think we've quite seen anything for spending them, or even just turning them in. Gets another clover, very nice. Oh yes, the sand wheel. Alright. Another chest. Oh, honey looks nice. Those are very good. Those are pretty much a full HP and MP recover. Alright, time to see Liza. This is going to be heart-wrenching.
Liza? Stone? But how? Liza, what happened to you? Was another victim to the disaster. Guess what, Liza? He became a soul guard, like you. He was named the Alma Fire. We set out on a pilgrimage together. Well, a lot happened since then. He taught us so much. I still don't understand. Why did everything fall apart?
Around here, you gotta say, soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stuff. 4 years ago, our young Liza tried to leave the village before the soul guard arrived. It was right after she'd been named the All of Earth.
She ran away?
Yep, that has been her story. Without the Earth's blessing, most of the villagers turned into ghosts. You see how Liza ended up.
That's crazy. Liza would never run from her responsibilities. She was a soul guard. The best in the village. She understood the Alma sacrifice better than anyone.
Poor Val.
Gotta make a choice. Gotta decide what matters most to you. Being duty, tradition, or something else. The guy with a lot of stock in the position. I'd say we're more stubborn than most. Set it always. Like a gemstone used to rock. So when Liza moved here from a far-off settlement blessed by fire, not her. Well, son, he kicked up a buck, that's for sure.
Liza.
Warren tried to leave the village there too. Didn't want to deal with the victory. Liza put her foot down. You couldn't stand to pull Warren away from his work. You see, he was the best ceramicist in town. Made all our ceremonial urns and the like.
Liza was always interested in traditional cultures around the world. She loved the Fairies Festival too.
She grew herself into the study of Earth. Wanted the villagers to see how serious she was. Liza became more knowledgeable about Earth more than anyone for miles. Nothing burned but the accepted one of Guju's own Gilliam lists.
And that's when she was appointed the Alma of Earth.
Sure as you know, the fairy and the spirits recognize her love of all things Earth and her
Crowd is punched.
But in the end, the two lovebirds chose each other. Yes, I see where they were coming from. They worked hard to live a life here. We couldn't go that way.
Sounds like Orin and Liza had a tougher time than I thought.
Y'all got your reasons for coming out here to get you. I might not be much help, but I'll tell you what I know and know. First off, pigs these parts of the law. At least not since I came back to the village. Only other place I can think of to check is the Galerda Mines.
The mines, huh?
Yep, they're northwest of the desert outside of Gooch. Can't miss them. Mines are abandoned. Or I guess you could say repurposed as monsters. Can't stand the place. I ain't never been one for fighting with the patrols at the brigade. Don't worry, I wasn't about to let you go off without some help. Here.
Ah, another tool. Oh, this must be the gnome, the earth vessel.
And the last remaining villager of Legion. Maybe this elemental person will guide you back to its original order.
Thank you. We'll do our best to find Gnome.
Who knows? If he comes back, we might even revitalize that stone right now.
Now, the gnome shovel is the manifestation of the force of gnome, the earth elemental. It can call upon the immeasurable strength of the ground beneath your feet. Okay, when you press right during trigger to combat, press right trigger during combat to summon a dome-shaped shield of rock that can defend against enemy attacks. The shield will reduce the damage suffered by you and any allies taking cover within it.
Get to see Liza again. What was the point of it all? Focus on Gnome. Can't let grief get in the way of my mission.
Don't lose hope. You've literally seen a statue come to life before. Remember Vuskov?
Yes.
When I was much younger, I saw Liza with her convoy of alms at the capital. She protected the party with vim and vigor. Alright, where is Morley then? Okay, he is right here too. Just, yep, right there. There are no shops here where we can resupply. Might as well head straight for the mines. Might as well, yep. Although, considering the time and how long we've been going here, I might call this once we get back to the entrance area where the Meridian is. Save and stop for the day. There are some other things I would like to do. It doesn't seem like anyone's joined or mentioned doing some Gundam Breaker. Yeah, I'll probably be stopping.
Let's rest up.
Alright, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Catch ya another couple of days or so from now. It might be next week by the time we get back to it, just because of the way my work schedule is right now. Hope you all enjoyed it. Val finally found what happened to Liza and found out that Orin and her were married and trying to leave. So when we come back, we'll be heading to the mines and seeing if we can finally locate Gnome. But as a bonus, let's see what everyone has for these classes. Oh, nice. Do you actually get to use your sword again for your regular class? Considering you had 2 great sword and 2 lance classes before now. Alright, and you have 2 classes with your knuckles there. And that's a 3rd class with the daggers for you. Ah! Finally have another sword and another mace class for those 2. this looks like the costume they gave me to put him in for the pre-order.
Just getting started.
Stone saber, throwing knife, and trunks. Yeah, I've used hers and his. We just got hers. Alright. Well, I'll catch everybody next time. I might come back later and stream some Gundam Breaker and see if people want to join. But I do have to work tomorrow, so I can't be up really, really late. Till then, everybody, catch you later and goodbye.